What are 5 movies that you think every actor should watch?
5 movies. Okay, I wrote these down, so I'm just going to peek real quick. For actors, okay, so the first one for me is Sling Blade. And
Sling Blade?
Sling Blade, yeah. Have you seen it or no?
No, no, I haven't. I haven't seen it.
You should check it out. It's one of Billy Bob Thornton's first movies. He wrote, directed, starred in it.
I'm a fan. I gotta go check that out now.
And he just completely transforms himself. Anyone that's seen it knows what I'm talking about. He looks different. He sounds different. You don't even recognize him. And it's just really an amazing movie, and it's a beautiful story. So that one's just awesome. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a big one for me. I saw that when I was a little kid, and Jack Nicholson just blew me away. I'm not really sure why my mom was taking me to that movie, probably because she wanted to see it, but it wasn't all that appropriate for me. I think I was about 5 or 6 years old, but his performance just blew me away. I mean, he's amazing, and everybody knows how fantastic Jack is. But that one is one that just definitely stands out for me because he was just brilliant in it, and I think he won best actor for that performance. And it's just a great movie. So that would be a second one. Taxi Driver, Robert De Niro. He just,
I learned a lot about that one off of The Joker.
Oh yeah.
When Joker came out and everyone was comparing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, he just becomes this psychopath. Yeah, a lot like how the Joker is, and that was I think it was one of the first films like that, and it's just an iconic performance, and it's amazing. That's 3, right?
Yeah.
Sophie's Choice. Meryl Streep is just unbelievable in it. And if you're not familiar with the story, it's about her during the Holocaust, and she's put in a situation where she has to choose between one of her 2 children, and her performance is just outstanding in that. And it's really sad, but it's an amazing movie. But the acting is just, she's just one of the best. And my last one, my 5th one, I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna name 2. They're both Sean Penn movies. Mystic River, which
That's my shit, man.
yeah, that's right, because you're from there, right?
No, I'm from New York, but
oh, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking Boston, but yeah.
Yeah, it's East Coast, but
Yeah.
no, that was a dope one. My dad put me onto that, I think back in '05.
Yeah, great movie. I mean, Sean Penn is just so good. And the other one, and this is one that's been at the top of my list since I was a kid, is a movie called At Close Range, and it's him and Christopher Walken, and his brother Chris Penn is in it, and a whole bunch of other. Crispin Glover is in it, plays a really strange character as he always does, but everybody in it is just brilliant, and Walken especially, and Sean Penn, and just fantastic performances all the way throughout. Great movie. So those are all ones that I would because of the performances standing out so much, I would recommend to any fellow actor if they haven't seen any of them. So check them out.
Yeah, and why do you think actors should really what's the most that they would gain from those 5 or those 6 films?
I think those are, they're all pretty different. And I just think, if you want to be one of the best, you need to see what the best are doing, right?
Right.
And all of those performances are just brilliant. And so I think, for me, it serves as inspiration and motivation. And, they're great movies to watch too. I mean, all of them are just really, really just great movies.
Last question, what are 5 movies that every director should watch, in your opinion?
Yeah. The first one on my list is Citizen Kane. That one just because it just did so many things that had never been done before.
Is that like the first over-the-shoulder shot ever or some shit?
I think a lot of the shots, a lot of the cinematic, style for movies to come after it were created there in that movie. I mean, there's a lot of really just interesting angles, and it's you know, it's pretty dark. Orson Welles is brilliant in it, and it's just, I think it's really it's a masterpiece in itself. So, you know, anyone directing a movie, I think, you know, could learn something from it. It's so iconic. And then the same thing with the second one that I have, which is Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, and he's just, you know, he's just so unique, and again, kind of a pioneer with so many of the different styles, and you know, he's one of the first to do the film noir, and that movie is just also just, you know, just so just so crazy and creepy, and you know, the acting is phenomenal in it, and it's just a really, you know, just a great story too. So that would be number 2. The Godfather.
Actually, got to watch that.
You've never seen that one?
I've seen about like 40 minutes of it.
Okay.
I tried maybe 10 years ago, and it was just really old, and I felt like, man, I need something like new. I need to go watch The Sopranos, but I'm gonna go watch it because you see they got the movie coming out called The Offer.
Yeah, yeah. Is it a
Which
movie
is-
or is it a TV show? I thought it was a TV show, but I just saw that.
Oh, I'm sorry, limited series.
Yeah.
Limited series about, it's a scripted limited series about the making of The Godfather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now I gotta go watch that.
Yeah. I just saw that. I don't know. I think I saw an advertisement on Paramount Plus or
Plus,
something. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I mean, you know, just for a lot of reasons, The Godfather is just a great one, and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which is a Chinese film. You know, some of the things that they did with the cinematography and the effects just had never been done before, and it's just so beautifully shot. And the acting is, you know, fantastic in it too. So it's just such a unique film. That's why it probably is on my list. And finally, the last one would be Shawshank Redemption. And I just talk about a cinematic masterpiece: the story, the acting, the directing, the cinematography. Everything is just, it's just such a great movie. I watched it with my kids about 2 weeks ago. Neither of them had ever seen it. My son is 20. My daughter is 14, and my daughter whined for about the first 10 minutes of it that she didn't want to watch it. Why do we have to watch this movie? You know, she wanted to pick something else, blah, blah, blah. But after about 10 minutes into it, I mean, it's just so, it just sucks you in so much. It's just so good. You know, not another word came out of her mouth. And it's a long movie. It's, you know, I forget, it's a couple, 2.5 hours, I think. And they were both just like, wow, it was great, you know. And so, and both of my kids were I don't really want to watch it. I'm like, well, this is what we're going to watch tonight. We were together. It was right after Christmas, and we were hanging out, and it's a great one. And even my kids agreed with me after watching it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And what do you think most directors will gain when they watch these films?
Yeah, I mean, again, just I think you know, you are going to be able to see. You learn so much from them. I mean, so many things. You know, camera angles. You know what good acting is. How these guys. I mean, the part you don't see is how these directors are able to bring the most out of their actors. That's all behind the scenes. So I don't know if you're gonna, you know, if you're really gonna learn that kind of thing, like what they do to bring out the best in their actors. But they definitely, all of those directors got phenomenal performances out of their actors in those films. But yeah, I think they're all so good and so high level and at the top of my list that I think anyone, actor, director, you know, cinematographer, can learn a lot from them. They're all unique and just are beautiful movies.